In the labyrinthine world of days of our lives, where secrets fester like wounds and truths lurk in the shadows, a new mystery has gripped the quaint town of Salem. The air is thick with intrigue, and at the heart of it all is Sophia, a young woman whose guarded past has sparked a firestorm of curiosity. Today, we at TV Days Drama Digest invite you to plunge into the depths of a scandal that threatens to unravel the fragile tapestry of trust in Salem. What is Sophia's secret, and who is the true mother of Tesoro, the child she claims as her own? Our story follows Leo Stark, a tenacious journalist whose insatiable curiosity sets him on a collision course with a truth so shocking it could shake Salem to its core. Buckle up, dear readers, as we dissect this tantalizing tale of deception, betrayal, and revelation. The spark of suspicion. The saga begins on a seemingly ordinary day in Salem, where the sun casts long shadows over Horton Square and whispers of gossip float like dandelion seeds on the breeze. Leo Stark, a journalist with a nose for scandal and a penchant for uncovering the truth, is sipping coffee at the local cafe when he overhears a conversation that stops him cold. Tate Black, a young man wrestling with his own tangled emotions, is speaking in hushed tones about Sophia, a girl he once cared for deeply. Tate mentions a photograph Sophia sent him, claiming it depicts her newborn child, Tesoro, born in a hospital in another state. The words are casual, almost fleeting, but they ignite a spark in Leo's mind. Something about the story feels off, like a puzzle piece forced into the wrong slot. Leo, with his journalist's instincts honed by years of chasing leads, requests to see the photograph. Tate obliges, pulling up the image on his phone. The picture shows a beaming Sophia cradling a swaddled infant, her eyes brimming with maternal pride. But Leo's trained eye catches a discrepancy, a subtle blur around the edges, a lighting inconsistency that suggests digital manipulation. His gut churns with suspicion. This doesn't add up, he mutters to himself, his mind already racing with possibilities. As a journalist, Leo knows better than to dismiss a hunch. He's uncovered too many lies in Salem to ignore the telltale signs of deceit. And so, the seed of doubt is planted, setting Leo on a path that will lead him deep into Sophia's carefully guarded secret. A name that raises red flags. The plot thickens when Brady Black, a longtime Salem resident with a knack for stumbling into drama, enters the scene. Over a tense lunch at the Brady pub, Brady lets slip a name that sends a jolt through Leo: Melinda Trask. The mere mention of Melinda, a woman whose reputation for shady dealings precedes her, sets Leo's journalistic instincts ablaze. Melinda is no stranger to controversy. Years ago, she was embroiled in a scandal involving Nicole Walker's child, orchestrating a scheme so devious it left Salem reeling. Leo's disdain for Melinda runs deep, fueled by a personal grudge. He vividly recalls the time Melinda purchased Julie Williams' cherished necklace at an auction, only to sell it off to deflect police scrutiny in an unrelated case. The audacity of her actions still rankles him. "Melinda's involved?" Leo asks, his voice low but laced with intensity. Brady, realizing his slip, tries to backtrack, but the damage is done. Leo's mind is a whirlwind of connections. If Melinda is tangled in Sophia's story, the implications are staggering. Could she be orchestrating another deception? Is Tesoro truly Sophia's child, or is there a darker truth waiting to be unearthed? Leo's curiosity, once a flicker, now burns like a wildfire. He knows he must dig deeper, not just for the sake of a juicy story, but to protect Tate, who seems caught in the crosshairs of a potential lie. The digital deception determined to uncover the truth, Leo retreats to his cluttered apartment, where his laptop hums with possibility. He uploads the photograph Sophia gave Tate and runs a reverse image search, a tool he's wielded countless times to expose frauds and forgeries. The results load, and Leo's heart skips a beat. The image isn't a candid snapshot of Sophia and her child, it's a stock photo, plucked from an obscure parenting website. The baby in the picture, with its cherubic cheeks and generic hospital blanket, is a model, not Tesoro. The revelation hits Leo like a thunderbolt. Sophia has lied, and the lie is brazen, blatant, and meticulously crafted. But why? What could Sophia possibly gain by fabricating a child? Leo's mind races through the possibilities. Is she hiding a pregnancy that never happened? Is she covering for someone else? And where does Melinda fit into this web of deceit? The questions pile up, each one more urgent than the last. Leo knows he can't stop now. The truth is out there, and he's determined to find it, even if it means venturing beyond Salem's borders. A journey to Chicago. Leo's investigation takes him to Chicago, where Sophia claimed to have given birth. The city is a stark contrast to Salem's cozy familiarity. A sprawling maze of steel and glass, where secrets can hide in plain sight. Armed with nothing but his wits and a notepad, Leo arrives at St. Luke's Hospital, the facility Sophia named as Tesoro's birthplace. The hospital's sterile corridors and bustling staff offer little comfort as Leo approaches the records department, his heart pounding with anticipation. Posing as a concerned family friend, Leo inquires about a teenage girl giving birth around the time Sophia specified. The clerk, a stern woman with a no-nonsense demeanor, checks the records and shakes her head. No one matching that description gave birth here, she says, her tone final. Leo presses further, asking about any unusual cases or discrepancies, but the clerk remains tight-lipped. Frustrated but undeterred, Leo slips into journalist mode, charming a young nurse into a conversation during her break. The nurse, unaware of the stakes, mentions that the hospital has strict protocols for recording births, and no teenage deliveries were logged during the time frame Sophia claimed. The revelation is a bombshell. If Sophia didn't give birth in Chicago, where did Tesoro come from? And why go to such lengths to fabricate a story? Leo's mind flashes back to Melinda's name, and a chilling theory begins to form. Could Melinda have orchestrated this charade, using her cunning to manipulate Sophia into playing a role in a larger scheme? The pieces are starting to align, but the puzzle is far from complete. The shadow of Melinda Trask back in Salem, Leo's investigation intensifies. He tracks down Melinda at her sleek, modern office, where she exudes an air of calculated confidence. Their encounter is a masterclass in verbal sparring, with Leo probing for cracks in her polished facade. "What do you know about Sophia's baby?" he asks, his tone casual but his eyes sharp. Melinda's smile is a razor's edge, betraying nothing. "Sophia's a sweet girl," she replies, deflecting with practiced ease. "Why are you so interested in her personal life?" Leo doesn't buy her act. He knows Melinda's history, her knack for bending the truth to suit her needs. He recalls the Nicole Walker scandal, where Melinda manipulated circumstances to her advantage, leaving a trail of heartbreak in her wake. The parallels are too striking to ignore. Is Tesoro another pawn in Melinda's game? Leo's determination hardens. He won't let her slip away this time. To gather more evidence, Leo turns to his network of contacts in Salem. He meets with Rafe Hernandez, a detective with a reputation for integrity, and shares his findings about the fake photograph and the hospital's records. Rafe, though skeptical, agrees to look into Melinda's recent activities. "She's slippery," Rafe warns, "but if she's hiding something, we'll find it." Leo also enlists the help of Gwen Rizek, his longtime friend and occasional partner in crime. Gwen's knack for digging up dirt proves invaluable as she uncovers a cryptic email exchange between Melinda and an unknown contact, hinting at a delicate situation involving a child. The confrontation armed with mounting evidence, Leo confronts Sophia at her modest apartment on the outskirts of Salem. The encounter is fraught with tension, as Sophia's initial warmth gives way to defensiveness. "Why are you digging into my life?" she demands, her voice trembling. Leo lays out his findings. The fake photograph, the hospital's empty records, Melinda's involvement. Sophia's face pales, and for a moment, it seems she might crumble. But she doubles down, insisting that Tesoro is her child and that Leo is chasing a baseless conspiracy. The confrontation reaches a boiling point when Tate arrives, drawn by Sophia's distress. Hurt and confused, Tate demands answers. Leo, torn between his loyalty to Tate and his pursuit of the truth, presses Sophia one last time. "If Tesoro is yours, prove it," he says, his voice steady but firm. Sophia's silence speaks volumes. In that moment, the weight of her secret becomes unbearable, and she flees the apartment, leaving Leo and Tate in stunned silence. The shocking revelation, the climax of this saga, unfolds in a dramatic showdown at the DiMera mansion, where Melinda has been summoned by Leo under the pretense of a truce. The room is charged with anticipation as Salem's key players. Leo, Tate, Brady, Rafe, and Gwen gather to hear the truth. Leo lays out his case with the precision of a prosecutor, presenting the fake photograph, the hospital records, and the incriminating emails. Melinda's composure begins to crack, her eyes darting for an escape. Under pressure, Sophia finally breaks. In a tearful confession, she reveals that Tesoro is not her child, but the child of another woman, whose identity Melinda has kept hidden. Melinda, cornered, admits to orchestrating the deception to protect a powerful client, though she refuses to name them. The revelation sends shockwaves through the room. Tate, devastated by Sophia's betrayal, storms out, vowing to never forgive her. Leo, though triumphant in exposing the truth, feels the weight of the pain he's unearthed. The aftermath: as the dust settles, Salem grapples with the fallout of Sophia's secret. The identity of Tesoro's true mother remains a mystery, setting the stage for a new chapter in Days of Our Lives. Leo, hailed as a hero by some and a meddler by others, reflects on the cost of his pursuit. The truth has set some free but left others in chains, and the scars of this scandal will linger in Salem for years to come. For now, the town holds its breath, waiting to see how this revelation will reshape relationships and unearth new secrets. Will Tate find a way to heal from Sophia's betrayal? Can Melinda evade justice once more? And who is the mysterious woman behind Tesoro's birth? One thing is certain: in Salem, the truth is never the end of the story. It's merely the beginning. Conclusion: the drama never ends at TV Days Drama Digest. We thrive on the twists and turns that make Days of Our Lives a timeless saga. Sophia's secret, unraveled by Leo's relentless pursuit, is a testament to the power of truth in a town built on lies. As we await the next chapter, we invite you to share your thoughts. Will Leo's discovery bring justice, or has he opened a Pandora's box of new mysteries? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.